right, we are on Niddah, Perek Hey Mishnah Dalid. Fourth Mishnah, the fifth chapter, Masechet Niddah. Now we're talking about the earliest possible age for a certain halachic status. And the Mishnah doesn't make any value judgments. Like we said a bat yom echad, a girl who's 1 day old, can be a nidah, to me, abba nidah. But here we're talking about a sexual act. And for me, I find it, I'll just say as an introduction, somewhat troubling. The Mishnah makes no value judgments. So the Mishnah, as I'll explain in a second, says the Mishnah, bat shalosh shani b'yom echad, a girl who's 3 years and 1 day old, mitkadeshet b'bi'ah. She is able to be mitkadeshet, to be married b'bi'ah, through intercourse, meaning that it's possible to have a sexual act. Basically, what the Mishnah is saying, as we'll see in the rest of the end of the Mishnah, is that if a person who has intercourse with a girl, and that's obviously talking about someone who's an adult, so he has to be 13, otherwise there'd be no dot. But there can be intercourse with a girl who's above 3 years old, and that intercourse makes her a be'ula, not a betula. But nonetheless, the idea of someone having intercourse for this purposes of kiddushin is extremely troubling, to say the least. So the Mishnah, I'm going to assume the Mishnah is just talking about in the halachic theoretical plane, and leave it at that. Let's say she had been married to someone's brother, and that brother died. They married her off, and she had been married, maybe not b'biyah, and if a yavam ba'aleha had intercourse with her, Bartanur says, liyot ishto lechol davar. Kina'ah, he has acquired her as a wife. So that biyah, that sexual act, is a viable act. And v'chayavin aleh mishum eshet ish. The chayav, if she has been married, and she's married off, and someone has intercourse with her, she is an eshet ish, she's a married woman. How would that be? Im kibel ba'avia kiddushin me'echad. Her father had married her off, accepted kiddushin from someone, and the father has the ability to be mekadosh her midoraita. Uba aleh, someone else had intercourse with her, neherag aleh. That person is put to death, is executed. The bi'ata bi'a. This is essentially the idea of the Mishnah. Bi'ata bi'a. Her intercourse has a halachic status of intercourse. Furthermore, and if she is a niddah, someone who is bo'ala, someone who has intercourse with her, she is mitamei them. Okay, l'tamei mishkav tachton ke'alyon. We've learned before mishkav tachton ke'alyon. Basically, what it means, the Gemara says it's the tachton shall zav, like the elyon of. The tachton of bo'el niddah, like the elyon of zav. I.e., meaning if there's a zav and he puts clothing on top of him, that's lying on him, or under him, if someone is a bo'el niddah. In both cases, what it means, as we learned before, the tamei mishkav tachton ke'alyon is the things that person lies on are all tamei tuma. He can be mitame machlin and ochlin. They're not av hatuma. They're mitame rishon l'tuma. Nisei lekohen. If she gets married to a kohen, tochal b'truma, then she can eat his truma. I.e., again, remember the intercourse is considered intercourse for nisuin, for eating of truma. But echad min apsulin, if someone who's a pasul, like a halal or a nachri, here where we are, eved v'natin and mamzer, someone who's pasul kahuna. So if one of those people has intercourse with her, psala min hakuna, then she can no longer marry a kohen. But echad mikol ha'arayot amurot b'torah, if one of the arayot, her father or her brother, has intercourse with her, mumatina yada, she is executed. The bia is bia. It's considered intercourse vis-a-vis the purpose of executing the people because it's asur. But hiptura, she's obviously a child. Pachot mikan, anything less than the age of 3 years and 1 day can obtain etzba ba'ayin. It's like putting a finger in the eye, i.e., the sexual act has no ramifications whatsoever, halachically or medically or any other way. Again, it's important to say the idea of this happening is troubling, but the Mishnah is just talking about halachic status. If you have comments or want to share your thoughts, send me an email or a WhatsApp or a Telegram, and we'll dedicate our learning to memory of my father, Rav Simcha ben Yitzchak Kalman. Make it a good day. No, make it a great day.